Hello, hope you're all enjoying this slowdown, despite what can sometimes come across as quite dark situations. There's always a globe of opportunity and light within them to take stock, take perspective, and go inward, which is one of my favourite things to do. Those that know me a little bit better also know that I've done a little bit of time and have spent quite a bit of time in solitude. What I often do when my mind and my emotions overcome my clarity, I always come back to a sacred text. And my favourite sacred text is the Ashtavakra Gita, which I've read on numerous occasions. Every time you read it, you get another layer of depth. I've always found that it can help me regain the perspective that I need within the most challenging of situations, when meditation doesn't work, when breathing exercises don't work. Sometimes you need a reminder. Sometimes you need something a little bit more grounded and a little bit more tangible to comfort you. So what I was planning to do over the next few days was to read excerpts from the Ashtavakra Gita, probably daily. I have my children at the moment, so if I can make some time to do these little videos, I will do, but on a regular basis, going forward through this period of transition that we all seem to be being forced through at the moment. There's always a plan. So on this first video, I just wanted to give you a little introduction to what the Ashtavakra Gita is, and I was then going to read the first teaching. And if it resonates with you, great. If not, you can turn me off. Great. So we'll start with an introduction to what the Ashtavakra Gita actually is, and I'm reading from a book by a chap called Bart Marshall. It's called The Perennial Way. This is a book I use a lot when I do my work in the prison system. The inmates meditate on the teachings, they meditate on some of the deeper meanings behind the words when they're read to them. And we discuss things openly about our own personal experiences and how our own personal experiences can relate to some of the teachings in what are ultimately ancient texts. Go back to the root, go back to the origination of spirituality, and you'll always find the threads that you need to take you back within yourself so you can understand yourself better. So the Ashtavakra Gita is an ancient spiritual document of great purity and power. Pure because it is relentlessly one-pointed. Every word is aimed at triggering self-realization. No suggestions for self-improvement, no guidelines for moral behavior, no practical wisdom for daily life. Powerful because repeated reading of it can be enough to send a ripe mind reeling into truth. Little is known about the origin of the Ashtavakra Gita. Ashtavakra is a name that appears in Indian law, but almost certainly he did not write it. The author, likely an anonymous sage, merely uses the characters of the Ashtavakra and King Janaka to set up a classic dialogue between guru and disciple. It's more like a guru-guru dialogue, however, because after the first salvo of wisdom from Ashtavakra, Janaka realizes the true self, and from there it becomes difficult to distinguish between them. Because of this, some translations do away with the dialogue format and attribute everything to Ashtavakra. Indeed, since all the verses express the highest level of spoken wisdom, it would seem meaningless to attribute some to the teacher and others to the newly enlightened disciple. Nevertheless, there is a storyline. It begins when Janaka asks Ashtavakra how to attain liberation. The sage tells him, "It works." Upon hearing Ashtavakra's words, Janaka realizes his true nature. Enraptured, he describes the joy and wonder of this new state. Ashtavakra detects inconsistencies, however, and fires off a series of confrontational verses about attachment to worldly affairs. Janaka asserts that the Lord of creation can do as he pleases. From there, the dialogue intensifies and deepens until Janaka enters the final state, dissolution. So the first teaching is titled Instruction on Self-Realization. So just relax, listen to the words, contemplate them, and use them going forward into your daily practices. So Janaka said, "Master, how is knowledge to be achieved, detachment acquired, and liberation attained?" Ashtavakra said, "To be free, shun the experiences of the senses like poison. Turn your attention to forgiveness, sincerity, kindness, simplicity, and truth. You are not earth, water, fire, or air, nor are you empty space. Liberation is to know yourself as awareness alone, the witness of these. Abide in awareness with no illusion of person. You will be instantly free and at peace. You have no caste or duties. You are invisible, unattached, formless. You are the witness of all things. Be happy. Right and wrong, pleasure and pain exist in the mind only. They are not your concern. You neither do nor enjoy. You are free. You are the sole witness of all that is, forever free. Your only bondage is not seeing this. The thought, I am the doer, is the bite of a poisonous snake. To know I do nothing is the wisdom of faith. Be happy. A single understanding, I am the one awareness, consumes all suffering in the fire of an instant. Be happy. You are unbounded awareness, bliss, supreme bliss. In you the universe appears like the mirage of a snake in a rope. Be happy. It is true what they say, you are what you think. If you think you are bound, you are bound. If you think you are free, you are free. You are self, the solitary witness. You are perfect, all-pervading, one. You are free, desireless, forever still. The universe is but a seeming in you. Meditate on this. I am awareness alone, unity itself. Give up the idea that you are a separate, a person, that there is within and without. You have long been bound thinking, I am a person. Let the knowledge, I am awareness alone, be the sword that frees you. You are now and forever, free, luminous, transparent, and still. Attachment to seeking keeps one in bondage. You are pure awareness, the substance of the universe. The universe exists within you. Don't be small-minded. You are unconditioned, changeless, formless. You are solid, unfathomable, cool. Desire nothing. You are awareness. That which has form is not real. Only the formless is permanent. Once this is known, you will not return to illusion. Just as a mirror exists both within and without, the image reflected, so the supreme self exists both within and without the body. Just as the same space exists both within and without a jar, the timeless, all-pervasive one exists as totality. And there endeth the lesson for today. See you next time.